What is up, people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys how to post on Pinterest. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate posting an idea pin on Pinterest, and I'm also going to share some useful tips that I have learned the harder way, and I don't want you to go ahead and learn it hampering your reach. So as you can see, this is my Pinterest account. I create a lot of idea pins, and also I go ahead and schedule the normal standard pins that we have. For the first tip that I have for you guys is, please do not use any other tool for scheduling if you are using Pinterest or you're going to post on Pinterest. I have noticed it that when we guys go ahead and schedule the pins through a different application or a website altogether, for example Buffer or Hootsuite, it actually goes ahead and hampers your reach. I don't know what is the reason behind that, but this is something that I have seen myself on my own account. Whenever I have scheduled a particular pin, I have always got a very bad response. Like, you can see that these particular pins were posted directly from Pinterest, and the reach is already 3.9k, 1.3k, 1.9, 427, 1.9, 4,000, and so on and so forth. However, the pins that I have scheduled it from Buffer or Hootsuite, they have really very less amount of impressions that they have received. So I would highly recommend you to go ahead and start pinning from your own Pinterest account rather than depending on some other tool altogether. Now, in order to create an idea pin, just log into your Pinterest account, just click on this create button and click create idea pin. I already have an idea pin which I have created recently, and I'm going to add that over here in order for you to understand. Also, I will play it once for you guys so that you get to know what exactly am I talking about. So these are 19 content buckets for your social media, like the content calendar. You can use it like how-tos, content curation, case studies. You can show charts or graphs. You can share ebooks. You can share newsletters. You can show book summaries, tool reviews, giveaways, FAQs, Q&A sessions, etc., and so on and so forth. And this is just a 5-second idea pin that I have created. I'll tell you the reason behind posting a video rather than creating an image as an idea pin. Of course, Pinterest offers you to go ahead and create both of them. Like, for example, if I just delete this thing over here, it's gonna go ahead and store it as a draft. I'm gonna go ahead and delete it and click on the create new option. Now over here, as you can see, drag and drop or click or to upload images or videos. Please do not go ahead and upload images as your idea pins. I will tell you the reason at the end of this particular video. Please keep on watching. It's going to be super helpful. I have learned it the harder way. I don't want you guys to go ahead and commit the same mistake. So first of all, I'm going to add this idea pin over here again. Now the second thing that I have is Pinterest always recommends. For this as well, I will show you this part. When we click on the create pin option, like for example, if I click on create and a create pin option, Pinterest recommends us to add a particular image which has at least a width of 1000 and the height of 1500. We recommend using an aspect ratio that is at least 2:3, which means that is going to be your width is going to be 1000 pixels and your height is going to be 1500 pixels. So this is not an ideal image to go ahead and upload on Pinterest. I'm going to delete it. And the similar thing goes for idea pins as well. Now over here, I have this particular video that is created into 1000 by 1500 aspect ratio. However, if you look at this, if I click on the video, you can see these borders that are getting cropped. So the first thing that we need to do is fit this video into this aspect ratio, and for that I'm going to go ahead and drag it and take it a bit down. Yeah, over here. The other thing that Pinterest is going to ask you to is to add the title. Now, if I go ahead and again play the video, you will see that this title is already there, but I'm still going to add that title on my idea pin because number one, Pinterest reads whatever the text is on your pins. Now, doesn't matter if it is an image or a video. Pinterest has this AI bot called as Pixie, which goes ahead and read what is the content written or the text written on your images or your videos. So I'm going to say the same content, the same title again as a title on my idea pin because that is how Pixie recognizes it. 19 content buckets for social media. For example, I'll just go ahead and type it over here again. Just single click on it. 19 content buckets for social media, and I am going to go ahead and place it here. The first thing after adding the title that you need to do is choosing the font. Now I like to have a crisp font which is like a formal one, so I'm going to go ahead and use chalkboard. I'm going to keep the font size as the same. If you want, you can change the font size the way you wish. And I'm going to change the color of it to the color that is going to match my gradient over here. Once that is done, it's going to ask us if you want to highlight this or not. I don't want that particular background to be there. So if I highlight, it becomes like this. And if I don't highlight, it just becomes like this. The background is supposed to be, you can go ahead and you have an option of choosing the background color. However, if we choose the background color as black, then there is, the visibility is getting a bit lost. So I'm going to keep it as white itself. After that, what I will do is click on the next button over here, wherein we get a lot of options. Like for example, choose your Pinterest idea pin title. Choose the Pinterest board you want this particular pin to get saved as, and you get to add Pinterest tag topics. So these tag topics are something which is really important and they really help you in terms of getting your pin discovered to the other people. Now the first thing is basically, this is my draft and I'm sorry, The first thing that we need to go ahead and fill up is the Pinterest pin title. Now I am, instead of 19 content buckets for social media, I am going to change it to social media content buckets. The reason for this is basically Pinterest is a search engine. It is no longer a social media platform. And people go ahead and search for queries on Pinterest. So rather than queries, I would like to put it as ideas. So social media content bucket ideas is a relevant title over here because whenever someone searches for this particular keyword, my pin is going to go ahead and get flashed in front of them. The second thing that I would recommend before publishing your idea pin is to edit the cover. As I said, Pinterest has an AI bot, which is an AI robot, which basically reads the content or analyzes the content or text on your idea pin. So editing the cover is really going to help you out. I'm going to change this to this over here so that my entire text is visible to the Pixie bot. And whenever someone searches any particular terms from this, and if the competition is low, this particular pin, that is the 19 content buckets for social media, this particular idea pin will pop up in front of them. The second thing that we need to go ahead, the third thing that we need to go ahead and do is choose a Pinterest board that this particular idea pin is going to get saved into. So I have already a lot of Pinterest boards on my profile itself. I'm going to save this into social media. Let's see if we have a board called as social media ideas. No, we do not have. So I'm going to save it to social media itself. Now the third or the fourth thing is basically selecting the tags. These tags really help you out because the people who are following these particular topics, your idea pin is going to get flashed in front of them. So be very careful when you select the Pinterest topics or the Pinterest tags that you're going to add over here. Now this is related to social media. So the first thing I'm going to type is social media. The second thing that I'm going to type is marketing. The third thing that I'm going to talk about over here is content marketing. The fourth thing I'm going to talk about over here is digital. Now, we do not have a specific tag for digital marketing. So digital, let's say, no, it doesn't count over here. I'm gonna say like the fourth thing that I'm gonna go ahead and share it as Alright, so the fourth thing that I'm going to go ahead and add it as, it's related to social media. So Pinterest has this topic called as Instagram. I'm going to add this over as Instagram as one of my topics over here. And the other one I have is email marketing. So I've added 5 topics over here. And once you fill up all these particular details, so my Pinterest idea pin title is social media content bucket ideas. The board that I'm going to save it to is social media, and these are the topics: content marketing, social media marketing, Instagram, and email marketing is one of the keywords that I chose from over here. And then you click on the publish button. Once you click on the publish button, depending on the file size of your video, it's basically going to take quite some time to go ahead and publish it. And once that is published, you will be able to see the post yourself. Now, coming back to the point as why to go ahead and post a particular video on Pinterest rather than an image is basically going to be this. If we go and search for, let's say, LinkedIn. If the moment you go ahead and create a particular image pin, it's very easy on Pinterest to save that particular or download that image rather than, saving it in your particular list. For example, if I click on this particular, on this infographic of LinkedIn, it's allowing me to save this download image option. And once I download it, people can download your image without saving it, and that is not going to help you out in terms of growing your reach on Pinterest. However, when you go ahead and select a particular video, let's say this one, it doesn't allow you to download this video. So that is the major factor because of which you need to start moving to the video pins for idea pins rather than images, because then people can just go ahead and save your images and it's not going to help you out in terms of your growth. That was my tutorial about how to post Pinterest pins or how to post on Pinterest. It's basically one of the Pinterest marketing strategies that's going to help you out in terms of reaching a wider audience on your Pinterest account. And I hope you find this Pinterest marketing tip or whatever, this particular tutorial helpful. Please let me know in the comment section if you like the video, and if you like the video, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I will come back with another tutorial with cool facts for you guys the next time. Till then, keep geeking and keep watching.